Is it appearing yet?
Yes.
Yes, Your Honor.
36th District Court for the City of Detroit, State of Michigan is now in session. Presiding the Honorable Judge Isaiah Bright. While court is in session, there be no eating, drinking, talking, or smoking. If you have headgear on, please remove it, and all electronic devices should be placed on mute until called upon. Thank you.
Good afternoon. Give me 1 second to. Okay, thank you. Good afternoon, everyone.
Afternoon.
Good afternoon.
And counsel, let's see, we're going to call first, and you can unmute yourself, Miss Threat.
Yes.
Okay, okay, so this is case numbers. First of all, I'll start with 494066. The charge is no operator's license on person while operating a motor vehicle. Capias issued in this matter. There's also SP 111-84071, driving while license suspended. Count 2. Let's see. Count 2 is speed. I think it's 30 and I'm not sure what it said. I have to look at the ticket, but it's a speed civil infraction. And then there's count 3, operating a motor vehicle with no proof of insurance, a civil infraction as well. Today is the date for an arraignment on the on the misdemeanor. And then on the civil infractions would be scheduled for hearing. I think that's what it says. Counsel, you may enter your appearance.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Attorney Ashley Duplessis for House Counsel, P number 82896. I have Ms. Threat appearing by Zoom and waiving her right to an in-person appearance today. Ms. Threat, can you state your full name for the record, please?
Manisha Threat.
Thank you. Your Honor, first and foremost,
she didn't say she was. You said it, but she didn't. So could you?
Ms. Threat, are you waiving your right to appear in person before the court today in lieu of Zoom?
Yes.
Thank you. You may proceed, counsel.
Thank you, Your Honor. In regards to the warrant on ticket P494066, I would respectfully request that be put aside.
Court will set aside the capias on that matter.
Thank you, Your Honor. In regards to arraignment, I would like to stand Ms. Threat mute and waive the formal reading of the charges.
Court will enter a plea of not guilty for the misdemeanors.
Thank you, Your Honor. There was an offer made to Ms. Threat by the city and the state, and that offer is that if she pleads to count 1 on ticket SP 1184007, which is driving while license suspended, it would be reduced to a failure to display. Also, she would plead responsible to the 26 to 30 miles over the posted speed limit, which would then be reduced to a limited access speed of 6 to 10 over. Count 3 of no insurance would be dismissed, and ticket SP 494066 would be dismissed as well. She would like to avail herself of that offer today.
Miss 3, would you raise your right hand, be sworn in? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give is the truth?
Yes.
You have had the opportunity to speak with Ms. Duplessis, your attorney, regarding your matters before the court today?
Yes.
And you heard what she has stated that you wish to do regarding the recommendation from the Assistant Corporation Counsel?
Yes.
And you do wish to accept that recommendation?
Yes.
Has anyone promised you anything or threatened you to get you to enter this plea?
No.
You do understand that you have a right to a trial or hearing in each of these matters? I'm sorry, I lost your voice. Something happened, we lost your voice. Can I hear you, Attorney Duplessis?
I can hear you.
I can't hear nothing. I'm sorry.
Now, can you hear me now?
Yes, now I can.
Okay. Let's I'll back up. And you understand that you do have a right to a trial in each or hearing in each of these matters?
Yes.
Oh, you can put your hand down, ma'am. I am so sorry.
Okay.
And by entering a plea, you are giving up that right to a trial. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Has anyone promised you anything to get you to enter this plea?
No.
Has anyone threatened you to get you to enter this plea?
No.
You are entering this plea freely and voluntarily?
Yes.
Okay, so on, which one is it? The plea is to 071. Is that correct, Counsel?
It's the
Yes, that's the
P1118407.
right. Count one, yes. Okay, so on SP 111-84071, Ms. Britt, on the date of, let's see, let me, I gotta move it back for a second. Give me a second. Okay. I have to pull these tickets up, so I'm just have to give me a second on. Okay, so on, pardon me, I have it
So
here.
if you like, I do have the ticket. I could watch her on the ticket.
I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say, if you would like, I do have the ticket in front of me. I could.
Oh, I do. I have it now. I just couldn't. Okay. So on the date of September 29th, 2020, at let's see, where was this? Burt Road. Were you operating a motor vehicle, Ms. Threat?
Yes. Yes.
And Counsel, you can voir dire as to the facts as to count one.
Absolutely. So on that date and time, did you have a valid driver's license on your possession to show the officer?
No.
Okay, was your license suspended at that time?
Yes.
Were you also speeding at that time?
Yes.
And you were speeding above the posted speed limit, more than 6 miles over the speed limit?
I don't know actually how many miles, but yes.
Okay, so and you are aware that you were speeding at that
Yes.
time? Okay. Your Honor, I am satisfied if you are.
Court will accept the plea as to count one, and per the recommendation of the Assistant Corporation Counsel, amend that charge to failure to display a valid operator's license as 0-point violation. And as to the civil infraction count 2, speed, amend that to limited access speed. Okay, it was at 6 to 10?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Miles per hour over. Okay, and so also per the recommendation, the court is dismissing count 3. That is the no proof of insurance, that is dismissed. And also dismissing 494066, the no operator's license on person. That is all per the recommendation. that a stipulation of probable cause, counsel?
So stipulated, Your Honor.
Okay. So with that, does that cover everything that is before the court today, counsel? For Ms. Thread?
Other than the assessment of the fine, yes.
Well, no,
I
I mean,
do.
yeah, I just wanted to
Yeah.
make sure before I assess the fine, the sentencing. Okay, so that covered everything. Is that correct?
It does, yeah.
Okay. So, Ms. Thread, due to the pandemic, the court will not assess any fines and costs. You would have had over a couple $100 in fines and costs, but the court is waiving your fines and costs in this matter. Okay?
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. Do you have any questions before you are disconnecting?
So when I get something in the mail, I don't have to pay anything?
You're not paying. Is there any, Ms. Edwards, does she have any Secretary of State fees?
She will have a $45 assessment fee on the SP ticket because there was a warrant for that. That means at some point you had failed to appear in court. So even though the court is dismissing that ticket, you would still owe $45 to the Secretary of State. That can
Now,
be
does that
paid
show
online.
up, Ms. Edwards? That does show up on the screen, Ms. Edwards?
Yes,
It does show up.
yes,
Okay, so you understand that that's a required fee of by the Secretary of State, not the court. So
Okay, yes.
you would have to do a reinstatement fee on that. But as to the fines and costs to the court, zero.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, you're welcome, ma'am. Good luck.
All right, have a good.
Thank you.
Take care.
You're free to disconnect. Okay, so now we will go to Mr. Turt, Dennis Turt. You can unmute yourself, Mr. Turt. This is case number U582-54820. And counsel, what do you have on there as the charge as it reads?
It is aiding and abetting the solicitation of a prostitute.
Okay. That is the charge, and today is the date set for an arraignment in this matter. Counsel?
Correct. Good afternoon, Your Honor. Attorney Ashley Duplessis for House Counsel. I have Mr. TR appearing. Could you unmute yourself, sir, and then state your full name for the record?
You're on mute still, sir. You have to
Hit the little microphone.
push on the microphone. Uh-oh.
So the bottom of the screen on the left-hand side, little microphone.
Is there someone that can assist you there, sir? We just need him to unmute himself, sir. The microphone. There we are. There we are. We got it. We got it. That's it. Thank you. See, you did it yourself, Mr. Turd.
No, I didn't. He did it for me.
Okay, I thought it was you that did it. Okay, so counsel again, ask him.
Could you state your full name for the record, sir?
Dennis TR.
And Mr. TR, are you consenting to appear by Zoom today in lieu of coming to the court in person?
Yes, I am.
Thank you. Your Honor, for purposes of arraignment, I would like to stand Mr. Tiart mute and waive the formal reading of the charges.
Court will enter a plea of not guilty.
Thank you. And at this time, Your Honor, we are requesting a pretrial in this matter.
Court will continue this matter for pretrial on April 8th, 2021. Same time, Ms. Edwards,
Yes, Your Honor.
8:30?
8:30.
Okay, 8:30 a.m. is the pretrial time, April 8th. Is there anything further, counsel?
Nothing further at this time, Your Honor.
Anything further, Mr. Tiart?
No, ma'am.
Okay, that is your next court date. So make sure you're at court on that date and time.
Okay.
Bond,
We'll see you then.
well, I'm sorry, in a personal bond. You didn't post a bond or anything, did you?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so we will continue this matter with a personal bond, but that means you must show up. If you don't, a warrant would be issued for your arrest. Do you understand, sir?
I understand.
Thank you. So you are free to disconnect now. Mr. Tiart, have a good weekend.
You have a blessed one.
Have a
Thank
good
you.
day.
Okay, I can disconnect this by myself. How?
Well, you might need to go and get somebody to help you again,
Thank
but you are
you.
free to do that.
All right.
All right.
Take
So
care.
now, okay, give me a second, Console and Mr.
I don't know how
Thomas.
to disconnect. Just exit.
There's a red button that says leave. You just gotta click on that.
It says leave, and you can just click, sir. Leave.
I'm right here.
Red button that says leave.
I see it, I see it.
Thank you.
Yep.
Okay, hold on 1 second. We get this case here. Uh-oh. Okay. We're almost there. Nope, that's not you. Let's see. We have to find, I'm just trying to find the last case, Mr. Thomas. I keep getting everybody else's, but I'm not getting Mr. Thomas. Okay, now we have Alan Lee Thomas. This is, give me a second. Okay, we have SP 112-04921. Driving while license suspended, a misdemeanor charge. There's also count 2. Operating a motor vehicle with no insurance, no proof of insurance, I'm sorry. That is a civil infraction. And there's also count 3, operating the vehicle with no plates. This matter is scheduled for arraignment on the misdemeanor this afternoon. Counsel.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Attorney Ashley Plessis for House Counsel, P82896. I have Mr. Thomas appearing by Zoom as well. Mr. Thomas, can you state your full name for the record, please?
Alan Thomas.
Thank you. And Mr. Thomas, do you consent to appear by Zoom today instead of coming to court in person?
Yes, I do.
Thank you. Your Honor, for purposes of arraignment, I would like to waive the formal reading of the charges and stand Mr. Thomas mute.
The court will enter a plea of not guilty for the misdemeanor.
Thank you, Your Honor. Now, there was an offer written by the city today that if Mr. Thomas pled guilty to driving while license suspended, it would be amended to a failure to display. and the 2 civil infractions of no insurance and no plates on the vehicle would be dismissed. He would like to avail himself of that offer today.
Hey, Mr. Thomas, would you raise your right hand and be sworn in? Sir, do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth? I'm sorry. I'm not hearing you. Can you repeat?
Yes.
Thank you. You can put your hand down, sir.
Yes.
No, I said you could put your hand down.
I
Thank you.
think he's on a lag.
Okay, so you're hearing me later than I'm speaking. Okay. Mr. Thomas, you've had an opportunity to speak with the attorney this afternoon regarding your cases,
Yes, I did.
and you've heard what she's indicated, that you wish to accept the recommendation of the Assistant Corporation Counsel in this matter.
Yes.
I'm sorry, did you hear me, sir?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so you understand what she has just stated regarding
Yes, I
you? Okay, and do you understand that you do have a right to a trial and or hearing in each of these matters?
Yes, I do.
By entering a plea, you are giving up that right to a trial. Do you understand?
Yes.
Has anyone promised you anything or threatened you to get you to enter this plea?
No. No.
Okay, so and you are entering this plea freely and voluntarily.
Yes.
Okay, count 1. On the date of October 4th, 2020, were you operating a motor vehicle?
Yes.
Or were you on Santa Barbara Street in the city of Detroit? Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Thomas, let me start this over. On that date that I gave you earlier, were you operating a motor vehicle on McNichol Street in the city of Detroit?
Yes, I was.
Okay. Counsel, you may voir dire as to count 1.
Thank you, Your Honor. And while you were driving, Mr. Thomas, were you pulled over by law enforcement?
Yes, I was.
When you were pulled over, did they ask you for a valid driver's license?
Yes, they were.
And were you able to give them a valid driver's license?
No, but I wasn't.
Your Honor, I'm satisfied if the court is satisfied.
Court will accept the plea and adopt the recommendation of the Assistant Corporation Counsel and amend that charge to failure to display a valid operator's license, a 0-point violation, and dismiss per the recommendation counts 2 and counts 3 with the stipulation of probable cause. Counsel?
So stipulated, Your Honor.
Counsel, is there anything else, excuse me, you wish to state before the court impose a sentence?
Not at this time, Your Honor.
Mr. Thomas, the court is going to, because of the pandemic, waive your fines and costs in this matter. You would have had to pay a couple $100, but that is being waived today. Is there any Secretary of State reinstatement fees? Ms. Edwards?
Checking, Your Honor. One moment. No, Your Honor.
Okay, so it does not appear that there are any required Secretary of State's fees that they would charge in this matter. So you are free to leave, no fines and costs as it concerns the court. Any questions, Mr. Thomas?
Can you tell me exactly how much I owe on my license for them to be valid?
I'm not
Mr. Thomas, in order to do that, you would have to go to the Secretary of State and actually order a copy of your driving record so you can see what city is actually causing the suspension still. That's not something we would be able to look up for you.
Okay.
Right, so as far as this
Okay,
court,
thank
this matters that you were here on the court today, there's no fines and costs. You understand that?
Okay,
I've
thank you.
waived. Okay, you're welcome, sir. You're free to leave at this time.
Have a good day.
Okay. All right, is there any other matters, Ms. Edwards, that the court needs to address with
No,
Ms.
that would be all, Your Honor.
Well, Counsel, nice meeting you
It's
for the
nice meeting
first
you.
time.
Will you be here permanently?
I don't know about permanently. I am visiting for now, and I don't know how long I'll do it, but that's how it is. Let me
Well,
disconnect.
I think I
Wait a
have
minute.
you either Tuesday or Wednesday next week, so I'll see you next
Okay.
week.
All right, you have a good
Have a
weekend.
good day, everyone.
Okay.
You too.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you, Mary.
Thank you.